crash attentions. You may have given them credit.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a multi. You want to start the game?
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Here we go, son.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it's going to be second down. You look at this Colt defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back at the 24. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They'd been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields, to Jefferson on a slant. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Colts at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
The slot man in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On second down, it's Taylor. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. You look at this Bears defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Look at my team!
Richardson on 3rd and short. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. Charles, you can just see that.
Ready, set. Cowboy 80. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Set.
Richardson to throw again after the pick 6. And this taken in by Downs.
Let's go, let's go, let's
Here's
go.
2nd and 7.
60 Eagles, 19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60. Ready.
2nd down. Here's Richardson. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 19 Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18, Pioneer.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Buffalo 18. Let's go.
Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
By the way, we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
18 Rattle.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Point after, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To throw is Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again is Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. First and 10, it's Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, it's Fields. The football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now a first down throw, Fields. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
For the field goal, a 65-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Colts football, and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
10 yards on the pickup.
Bronco switch.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Richardson looking to throw this. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 13-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Richardson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the 1st guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. Richardson now on 3rd and goal. They're going to be
defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And his kick here is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert now on the option. To the 43, second down. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. 2nd down and 6 now. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Now it's Fields. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Fields now to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. This is Fant on the short completion. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 67 yards. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Fields now on second down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And out across midfield down to the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Fields throw into the hands of Fant. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. Here's a 2nd and 7. To the air again, Fields. This one brought in by Jefferson. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Richardson, meanwhile, going to get this ball to Taylor, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Now this taken in by Downs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So now Fields and the Bears down by 15. A little over 30 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
Ready?
Back to throw. Fields.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now Fields. Gets this to Moore and brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled in bounds, that clock is moving. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he's got this down to the 35. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically